Continuing his attack against the Home Minister, Ravi Naik, Tourism Minister Francisco Xavier Pacheco on Thursday said that the police officials are getting kickbacks from the drug dealers, because of which the illegal narcotic drug business is flourishing in the coastal belt. The Tourism Minister also stated that Goa Police did not have any mechanism to check the drug menace in the state.
While the Home Minister has maintained that Goa is not a drug haven, there have been stiff responses from the several quarters that illegal narcotics are traded on a large scale in Goa. Illegal drug trade has dominated Goan scene in the recent years. Judging by the amount of drugs seized in Goa recently, it can be said that Goa has become the key transit point of the drug trail. Tourism Minister Francisco Xavier Pacheco has stated that the Goa Police did not even have any mechanism to check the drug menace. He said that the State Tourism Department was spending crores of rupees on publicizing Goa as a tourist destination. He, however, blamed the police for earning a bad name to the state.
In fact, I was shocked to see on the paper even they said that these tourists coming from other state or outside, that they are the one who are bringing the drugs. This was shocking to me too. As the tourism minister, because Goa state government is spending a lot of money to promote Goa as a touristic destination. And see, it's not our duty where the entry point of tourism department to stand and check each and every tourist coming in Goa to check if they are carrying a drugs or not. That is police department.
Commenting on the Home Minister's statement, Mr. Pacheco said that he was shocked to read the statement of the Home Minister. He said it was the duty of the police department to check if any tourists entered Goa with drugs.
Home Minister knows that drugs coming from other state or other tourists are bringing. That means there's a loophole which the police laws control to curbing the drugs, who's carrying drugs in the state of Goa. Or they've been escort free by bargaining what the police want to do, whatever they want, they get it, and they escort free them. That's the reason the drugs flowing here. Otherwise, that's a police job to curbing the tourists carrying drugs instead of Goa.
Mr. Pacheco felt that drugs were found at every tourist place, but the police should be able to control it. He also wanted to know as to how many people had been arrested in the state for carrying drugs during his tenure as tourism minister.
As a tourism minister, every touristic places there are drugs, but we should control, minimize. Okay, we should see where the loophole, where the drugs coming up, which is the people who's more notorious, carrying the drugs. You can make out, and that if there was a case, since the Home Minister made a statement that tourists coming from other state or other country carrying a drug, that means police knows, and police are escorting free them. Otherwise, I should know, at least in my tenure, how many tourists have been arrested by carrying a drugs. My point, if the tourists are bringing drugs, okay, they should curb them rather than telling the Home Minister that the drugs coming from the tourist, and the Home Minister making a statement that drugs coming from other state or from the tourist. My point is simple. That means those people who's carrying drugs, tourists coming into the state of Goa carrying it, they've been escort free. After they catching them, they might have been dealing with them the best way can. And after they are making a statement, they've been the drugs been coming from other state. That's very bad.
Admitting that there were lapses somewhere, Mr. Pacheco wondered as to who was the right authority to curb the drug menace in the state, if not the police.
Now, see, when such incidents going on, somewhere is lapse. And where is lapse? You tell me. Is the tourism department's lapse curbing the drugs coming into the state of Goa? Where is lapse? Who's the right authority to curb the drugs dealers or who carrying drugs? It's not a police. Okay, any other department can search for carrying drugs? No, the only police department. And if at all Home Department or Home Minister knows that the drugs coming from the tourist, okay, from different state or from other country, okay, if they know, they should arrest them and bring him. In my tenure, I did not see any tourist being arrested carrying drugs.
Local newspapers and TV channels often report about the seizures of narcotics by the police and other law enforcing agencies. Many of these cases do not necessarily result in convictions of those accused of being involved in the trade, and it's high time that stringent action was taken in this regard.